My father, Brave, was mandated to leave school at the age of 13, as education at an all-age school in Sheraton could take him no further. He worked hard in various occupations, including being a jockey and later as a fireman. It was his vision that my brothers and my one sister and I would not have to work as hard as he did, that we would advance further in education, and that our world would be better than his. I have a similar vision to my grandfather and father, but it was only after the birth of my first child, Felice, that I truly appreciated what their desire really meant: to leave a better place for me, and I to leave a better place for my children and other Bahamians. Observing the work of my father and his father, I saw that I could make their lives better, but couldn't make my children's lives better unless I make the Bahamas a better place. My family and their well-being, their happiness and dreams pushes me every day. They motivate me every day to get out of bed and work into the night to provide for them and to improve this country. I am what I am, and I do what I do because of the motivation that their lives have provided me. And I'm indeed a better person because of all of them. Stalwart councillors, 2009 convention delegates, family and friends. My good friend Archdeacon James Palacios, welcome, I didn't see you in the corner. Good morning. I thank each and every one of you for joining my family and I this morning for breakfast. I also wish to thank those that could not have made it and those who we unfortunately were unable to contact to be here and would have been here had they been contacted. PLPs, let me tell you, there is nothing more important than family. Family glues you together. Family keeps you going. And the PLP, the Progressive Liberal Party, is family. When everyone and everything else is against you, family always has your back. PLPs, there was once a time when we operated as a family. There was a time when the camaraderie amongst us was unbreakable and undeniable. We were united and strong, and it showed. There was nothing that we could not achieve together. Together, there was no obstacle that was too great. Those were the days when the struggles of this country captured our full focus, and we would sacrifice anything and everything to advance the movement of change throughout the Bahamas. Back then, we were thinking about our children and each other's children. We wanted to make sure that the country where they would live and would raise their families and raise them was better than the one they were raised in. We wanted to make sure that they had more opportunities than we had, that they would achieve more and go further than we did. It was all about moving us forward. It was about ushering in change and progressing because it was about them and not about us. We need those days once again. We need to come together. We need to be a family once more. We need to remember that our work right now, in this moment, is not to feed our oversized egos, but to fix the problems of this country so that my children, your children, and their children can achieve more, go farther, and have a happier, more peaceful lives than ours. This is what we should be about. Yesterday, we lost a giant in our party and a giant in this country. The late Sir Clement Trevelyan Maynard served this country very well. He was a giant among men, and in the tradition of the PLP, he did much to advance the right of the average Bahamian. He served as deputy leader of our country and of our party, and Deputy Prime Minister of this country. I am grateful for the support and counsel that he gave me during my frontline political career. Alison, Anne, and I are so grateful that you took time out of your morning to be with us here this morning, and I thank you for your presence. The soul of Sir Clement rest in peace. Stalwarts, you sacrifice through the shedding of blood, sweat, and tears so that people like me, my children, and your children could dream and achieve anything in this country. It is because of you that a little boy from Old Bite Kerala could aspire to be the deputy leader of the greatest political party in the Bahamas. You are the foundation of our party, and yes, the foundation of this country. And as I stand before you this morning, I stand on your shoulders. I know of your sacrifices and your accomplishments all too well. My father brave, is my inspiration, and he is a proud PLP stalwart. He has fought, sacrificed, and risks much. He has fought in every single election since 1956 with the PLP for a better Bahamas. My father was but a fireman employed by the then government, and despite us living in a humble home with many mouths to feed, he risked it all to go out with the PLP, and he did it all the way. In those days, you could lose everything simply for supporting the PLP. Those of you who personally know my father know that he stood strong and firm and was very vocal against the powers that be. He is brave, and he put everything on the line for my brothers, my one sister, and I. He wanted a better life and opportunities for us. Although not as strong as he used to be, he still continues to fight today. He is what his name says, brave. Stalwarts, I assure you that I have patterned my services after his, and only hope that I